What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Sunday morning edition of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk. Matt, this program, this Twitter, this podcast, it's late, is brought to you by BetMGM. We're always here on BettingPros.com. I just got home literally a minute ago from UFC 264. I'm still even wearing my little press pass that they give us. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that. Boy, what a night. What a night. What a night. And I'll recap here in just 1 second. I'm not going to spend a ton of time breaking down picks. I'm really tired. It's 12:15 a.m. Eastern time or Pacific time. See, I think I'm Eastern time. It's Pacific time. It's late. It's been a long day, but a good day. And look, I went 4-4 overall, but because of the plus money wins, it was a good night. And 3-1 officially on the podcast. I'll go over the plays here in just 1 second, the recap of everything. But then baseball went well. I'll explain more on that here in a second. But I just have to say quickly, I was getting kind of weepy in the Discord channel. But I really want to say thank you to a lot of you guys who wrote me, DM'd me, hey, Matt, things are going to turn. Don't worry. We're with you. We're behind you. It's all good. And when you go really cold for a long time, you start to doubt yourself and you start to kind of go into that place that sucks. And you're just like, man, what's going on? And then I've hit my last 6 Red Sox bets. In the last 2 days, I've gone 6-0 betting the Red Sox personally. So I've done really well. And that's been awesome. Getting Poirier right, getting Poirier inside the distance was incredible to get that at plus 150. To have that come in was awesome at a half a unit. We get Poirier to win at minus 130, which is really nice. We get the inside the distance for the Ty Greg Hardy fight, and the shoey becomes a thing. At minus 195, but a full unit on that came in. The Thompson and Burns fight sucked. It sucked live. It sucked, I'm sure, on TV. It was awful. We had it right. The fight went to the cards, except I had Thompson winning, and I knew that bet was dead the second that I saw the $400,000 bet that was reported that was at the same odds that I had bet on. Well, I had plus 165 on Thompson to win. This gambler bet it at plus 150. But if the books are going to take a $400,000 bet, that's the type of wager that if you're wrong, you can get fired from your job as a risk manager. And I knew that I was dead. The second that bet came out, I was like, man, that stunk. And I had a full unit on it. So, that was the one bet that was really risky. That was going to make or break the night in terms of a really big night. If Wonderboy had won the fight on decision, that gambler and I both had the same handicap. I saw a lot of people had the same handicap on that, but that's the only official bet I got wrong. But it's a full unit, so it does hurt the overall night. If we'd gone 4-0, it would have been a monster night for me. But the price and Pereira fight goes the distance. Got that at plus 130, so that was nice. And then the Sugar Show. That kid just ate everything. I was waiting for a crowbar to be taken out by O'Malley to knock the dude out. It was a stoppage that should have happened in the second round. I don't know what Herb Dean was doing on that, but okay, stoppage. I don't know if he had inside the distance. Somebody said, hey, you got to stop that fight before it goes to the cards. I don't know, but that was a weird stoppage late in the third round with 30 seconds left in the fight. That was weird, but Poirier, by the way, was going to submit Conor McGregor. He was trying to do that. He wanted to take him down. He wanted to submit him, but then Conor broke his ankle. And I just have to say this, and I think it's important for all of us who are parents, who have children, who have maybe athletic children who are involved. Dustin Poirier needs to be talked about more. Dustin Poirier needs to be a bigger star, and he's the type of star we need to elevate. He is humble. He's a family man. He gives back. He's doing this for the right reasons. He wants to help other people. Conor gets all the talk, all the love, and all the fans. But Conor is not a great person, okay? Conor really had a bad moment. I talked about it a little bit on the podcast yesterday when I was breaking down the fight and why I like Dustin Poirier. I thought Conor was faking. Conor was forcing it. That wasn't really Conor. Conor has lost his fastball. That is clear. The Conor that was once the most feared fighter in the UFC, it's just not there anymore. It was a 10-8 round. For anybody who wants to think that Conor McGregor was going to win that fight and that the broken ankle was why he lost, wake up, okay? Wake up and realize that Conor's career in the UFC is over, okay? It was an awesome run. I love the guy as much as anybody, but it's over. And he may recover from this, and he may come back. And Dana White said tonight that Dustin Poirier will get, or Conor will get a fourth shot at Dustin Poirier. It's not going to go any differently, okay? The Westgate put up the odds. It's minus 240 now for Dustin Poirier against Conor McGregor. It's not just a little line, okay? It is a monster line that will just climb if that fight does end up happening at some point. It'll just be bigger and bigger. Poirier probably will go off as like a minus 300 favorite because he's just the better fighter, period. And at 155, Conor McGregor is now 1-4 with 2 losses to Poirier and 2 losses to Khabib. It's over, okay? He'll fight Nate Diaz. He'll have some great runs. He'll go do a boxing fight against Jake Paul, whatever it may be. Conor McGregor will still be a big draw. I will love going to the fights and covering him and watching his smack talk and whatnot. But as a legitimate fighter, as a guy who will try to win gold again in the UFC, at 32 with a broken tibia, it's over, okay? It's over. Conor will come back in a year and a half from now. You don't just come back quickly from that injury, okay? It's a very serious leg injury that he suffered. He'll have surgery in the morning, and then it's on to the rehab, which could be 6, 8, 10, 12 months minimum for Conor McGregor. So Poirier with the win inside the distance, just unbelievable performances. It was a 10-8 round, though, okay? If anyone wants to try to come at you and say, oh, well, Dustin Poirier was lucky that Conor broke his ankle. Nah, man. It was a 10-8 first round, and all that the broken ankle did, in my opinion, was stopping us from cashing our plus 800 on Conor to lose by submission because Poirier wanted to submit him. Okay, he was going into that with the idea to ground and pound, then to get his back, and then go ahead and submit Conor McGregor. I really do believe that was going to be the case. Now, he could have stopped him on the ground, too, with a ground and pound and TKO. That was possible, too, but I still think that a submission was in the cards potentially there for Conor to lose that fight and get choked out. Conor went for a guillotine, which is really weird. Conor said that Dustin Poirier, the first one to shoot is a Dusty B word. Conor was the one that shot first. Conor was saying that submission victories don't count, only knockouts. So why was Conor going for a guillotine? And then Conor said that, this man, Dustin Poirier, will leave on a stretcher. Conor McGregor left the octagon on a stretcher. Okay, from irony, high irony. So there we go. So just a really fun night, really good day overall for me betting. The Red Sox I went 3-0 again with the Red Sox and the Phillies. So that was great. 3-0 yesterday, 3-0 for today. There's a personal place, but I'm telling you about them in the Discord channel. BettingPros.com/chat to get in there. But, just to have that run going with Red Sox wagering to help kind of replenish the bankroll and then win money here tonight, win money for UFC 264. It just feels good. It's just like, okay, I can breathe again and I can get going again and kind of firing off and get after it. So I'm excited today to get into it. Remember that we have the soccer wager available for you with BetMGM. You've got the $20 bet to win $100 on any event with the promo code JUICE100. You also have the $25 token risk-free roll with BetMGM when you get a new account with them. For JUICE100 with that promo code, you get in, and then the token is when you go ahead and make the wager on a soccer match, which is the final today, Italy and England. I have a play on that, okay? And it's not my play. It's my boy Papa Bear's play, but I'm trailing it, and he is going heavy, so I'm trailing it with him, and I'll tell you more about that here in just 1 second, okay? So let's get to the plays today. Again, I'm not going to get heavily in this. I'm just going to kind of tell you about this because I'm dead tired, and we can talk about it more in the Discord channel. If you got questions, you guys can get after me. But because things have gone really well for me with the Red Sox, I should just bet the Red Sox, and I'm going to bet the Red Sox. And I've hit my last 6, so am I due to lose? Sure, but I don't care. I'm betting it still. I'm going to ride my hot streak with the Red Sox and the Phillies until it bucks me off, right? Red Sox, first bet, half a unit. Red Sox to score a run in the first inning. Nick Pivetta, Aaron Nola. Nola has a crazy record right now when it comes to runs in the first inning. He's given up, he's got I forget off the top of my head, I apologize. Cold Brewster pulled it for me during the Discord channel while I was at the event. I forget the number exactly right now. As I said, it's late, but it's a good record. Nick Pivetta as well has a pretty good record. I think he's 9-8 to a yes for a run in the first inning. These two teams have scored a ton. Yesterday, 11 runs for the Phillies. The over hit yesterday. That was another bet I hit. I hit the Red Sox. Yes, run in the first inning. Red Sox over, and I hit both teams to score in the first 3 innings. That was a bet at BetMGM that they had that I hit that as well. So 3-0, just a really good day. Red Sox run line. Red Sox to win rather. Yes, run in the first inning, -135 for a half a unit. And like I mentioned, I'm trying to do like 1-unit wagering here on a lot of these games, if not a straight 1-unit bet by one bet to combine it to have 1 unit going on these games. So half a unit on Red Sox and the Phillies to score a run in the first inning. Yes, -135 for Pivetta and Nolan. And I got the Red Sox on the money line at -115. They lost 11-2 yesterday. You know they want to win this game on a Sunday. They have been playing very well at home, and so I expect them to play better here today after losing 11-2 to bounce back. And Pavetta's been good in these spots for the Red Sox at times when they need him to be decent. He's been okay. So we're going Red Sox money line at -115 to win the game, and yes to a run in the first inning at -135. Both those bets at a half a unit. I don't know what to do with the Bucks game in the Suns. The only bet I have made so far, and I either will have a player prop or another half a unit in this game. 2 player props will take up the other half unit, or I'll come back with something else. The only bet I've made so far is the Milwaukee Bucks -1.5 in the first quarter for a half a unit at -117. I found 115, 116. I saw 117 at DraftKings. I think it's available to most of you guys. I bet 115, but I'll give it out as 117. It's basically the same thing because it's more widely available to you guys. Bucks -1.5 in the first quarter at -117. That's the only read I've got on this because I think Milwaukee could win the game outright or they could lose by 10 again. It just I know role players shoot better at home and whatnot. They've played well in the first quarter in the first 2 games. In fact, they've won the first quarter in the first 2 games. At home, I expect them to play much better, but I expect them to come out on fire here early in the first quarter. I'll lay the 1.5 points. Bucks in the first quarter for a half a unit at -117. Right now, that's all I've got. Okay, I may have 2 player props later. As I said, I'll add in the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat. To get into the Discord channel, or if you're watching on YouTube, it's all underneath me here on YouTube to get in. And then the other half a unit, so we'll have 2 units in play officially, probably have 2.5 units in play because of something else coming with the NBA game at some point. But my guy is standing on a table and telling me that my Italy pick is wrong and that England to win is the play. So I'm going to do it officially. I'm going to bet it. I'm going to trail it. I wasn't betting soccer. If you remember, I wasn't betting soccer. It's the final of the Euro Cup. So why not? Half a unit. England -125 to win. That's penalties. That's extra time. It doesn't matter how they win. That's just England to win. He claims this is his big bet of the day. He puts a couple $1,000s down on this. So he is really in on this. He thinks this is the play, and I'm going to trail it. I'll give him the credit. He's on my radio show every week. This was the play that he gave out on my radio show, and him and I have been texting back and forth about this as to like why and how, and he has convinced me that England is going to win this game against Italy, and they are the play. Okay, Euro 2020 final, England, Italy. England to win, doesn't matter how, at -125 for a half a unit there with that. It's soccer, so I'm not going full unit because I don't trust the damn sport. I don't like betting the damn sport. So we're going to just go, I'm not betting when he's betting on it, but I'm going to trail my guy, and hopefully he comes up with a win. I gave him Poirier. He gave me the England thing, so we're kind of exchanging picks, right? So he got the Poirier pick right, and I wound up getting the England pick right. So, or hopefully he gets the England pick right, so we'll be back to each other, okay? So 4 plays going officially for us, 2 in baseball, 1 in the NBA, and 1 in Euro. Red Sox money line -115. Red Sox and Phillies to score a run in the first inning, either team at -135. Bucks -1.5 in the first quarter of Game 3 at -117. And England at -125 for a half a unit to win Euro Cup 2020 in any way possible. My name is Matt Perrault. I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. Thanks for hanging on the Discord channel. Thanks for being part of the Daily Juice gang. I love you guys. Really, it means a ton. Everything is this community right now. We're in the doldrums, right? Let's get to football and see where the community really, everyone gets back to betting again. But tonight was super fun. I just had an absolute blast. Really, really cool stuff. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. Wherever you get your podcast audio on YouTube, it's all being brought to you by BetMGM right here on BettingPros.com.